Hi, I'm here today to talk about a big problem we have in the Army. Something we are famous for, as you see, is death by PowerPoint. Most of our audience sound like this halfway through our PowerPoint presentations. And that is just not acceptable because some of our presentations are very important. They are very important topics that they need to know what it's about and how to prevent it and stop these things from happening. So, we live through the same PowerPoints yearly and monthly to teach us our annual trainings. I'm not saying get rid of the topics because we need to teach our soldiers how important each topic is. Instead, we need to change up how we present this information and make it more engaging for the soldiers so they are not just sitting there in fear of not falling asleep, which we've all had to go through. Our PowerPoints are just filled with too much information. An example of the PowerPoint that is very important for them to listen to what we are saying is our SHARP briefings. That is sexual harassment, assault, response, and prevention. Our PowerPoint are just too filled with information and too many slides to go over. When I sit down, I do not want to see that there's 130 slides. That means we're going to be sitting for a while. And then they start clicking through. So many words, bullet points, people we need to know who isn't even related to what SHARP is, more slides full of information which isn't even related to what we need to know, and it keeps going on and on with more charts with arrows pointing all over the place. People don't know where to look or what to even listen to. More information. And with such an important topic, we need our soldiers to listen. Here's an example of what I think we should do instead of using PowerPoint and boring our soldiers to death. Prezi is a great example of what we could be using instead of PowerPoint. It is a more engaging route to take for something that is not a happy topic to talk about, but important that soldiers need to know what it is, where you can go, what you can do to prevent it, and the awareness of what's going on in our military today. These PowerPoints is during a time where you're like the guy at the bottom where you might be drowning, but you don't know what to do. Well, here is a way to keep people engaged and for them to know and pass on this information. Example, what is SHARP? You can click in, go through and describe everything in your words instead of reading straight off the slide. Then you can click into other sections and go into the important definition so they know exactly what that word means. Then you go back to the beginning. You can click into where they need to go, learn the two different types of reporting. This is a great way to keep people listening after action. Instead of having slide by slide, you're clicking around, they're wondering what's next, and I believe it's a great way to keep people interested in what you are trying to say. The next thing I believe that is important is sometimes the presentations are so long that you need to go over those important sections one last time. But you can't just repeat the information. You need to maybe make it in a more fun manner. I know quiz and fun are not usually in the same sentence, but that is my example. And let me pull that up for you. Here's an example of the quiz. You have your questions, you click in, and you go through who can you go to for restricted reporting? Chaplain? Someone raises their hand and they say true. That is correct. And you toss them a piece of candy. You go back and you go, what about your local state police? Or you call 911 because when you're in an emergency, that's what you're told to do. Someone says, that's true. That's what I've always been taught. You click in, that is actually false. And then you can explain to them again why that is false. I believe that telling a person twice makes the information soak in better. And that's why I believe throwing a little fun interacting quiz at the end of your presentation will help people remember those important informations that you need them to go out and be able to pass on to other soldiers to keep everyone safe. Well, those are my ideas, and I'm hoping next time we have to give our trainings, you would give me the chance to put together a full-on presentation for them and maybe get the feedback and see which way they like better. Let me know your thoughts, and I can't wait to hear from you.